I'm Terri. I'm a civil engineer for Morgan Sindall, which is a major contracting firm, and I work on site at the minute, so for a contractor. So I work on a building site, so I'm a site engineer. I've been graduated just under 2 years, so I've actually been in the site role just under 2 years. But actually civil engineering I've been doing for quite a lot longer, because I did a civil engineering degree. I got my MEng, which is my master's. So really, all in all, probably just under 6 years. And I did summer placements as well, so I did get to go on site throughout that also. So probably I've been doing it for just under 6 years. Oh my gosh, what did I want to do? I think I wanted to be a jockey, and then I grew up. I'm like 6 foot, so I definitely can't be that. Yeah, I think I wanted to be a jockey, and then I was, to be honest, didn't really much think about really what I wanted to do. I just loved horses, to be honest. So anything to do with horses, and then got to about 15, 16, and I had to get rid of my horse, and then I actually seriously started considering what I'd do for a career, and I couldn't be a jockey because I'm too big. So law and engineering, I was divided, and then I did work experience in both, and I loved engineering. So yeah. To be honest, I think me and my mum were just on the internet. If I cast my mind back, I think I was just well, I'm good at maths, and maths is my forte really. If I would say any subjects I can do well, it would be maths. So me and my mum were on the internet kind of typing in what careers can you do maths based, and engineering came up, and then we started looking at it, and it just looked really interesting, really varied, and really involved problem solving, logical, organised list making type of thing, communication, and really building something tangible. So I started looking at it kind of as a Google search almost, and then fell upon it really. There's two things really. One, the tangible result. I love seeing something that I have created, knowing, getting from a drawing to being a reality, to being able to touch that tangible thing is really satisfying on a day-to-day basis. You don't lose it. Every time I walk past the viaduct or by the viaduct or over the viaduct that I've built, I have a small little bit of pride. And also, to be honest, I love the banter. It really is a friendly place to be, and because you work quite long hours, the jokes flow, and it's really nice to be in that team. So the team aspect and the tangible aspect, I'd say. I'm quite confident as a person. So for me personally, I wasn't too worried about there being more men than female, but I can see why it would be a consideration. However, the men, to be honest, have been great. Ever since my first work experience placement, I've found them really helpful, and just, yeah, helpful, willing to impart their knowledge to me. So I wasn't really worried about being male dominated, and to be honest, I've always found that I get on with lads better than girls anyway. So it wasn't, for me personally, it wasn't a concern, no. And I continue to find that women who go into the industry actually really enjoy it. I like the building side. So I suppose my favourite task is when I get to set things out. When I get to be hands-on, be involved, set things out, and then create something. So the building side, I like the setting out. I like that side of things. Definitely, in the last 10 years, there's been, it was like a 26% increase in females going in. There is more and more females going in, backed by industry, backed by institutes, and backed by government. And so I do think there is more and more females. I admit quite a few of them within the civil engineering sector go to consultancies, design offices. However, Within design offices, I'd say it's almost probably 50-50% split. We're in contracting, I still would say there's less females than males because it's site-based. But even within that, most of the environmental and the ecology people are female, and they have to come to site. There's quite a lot of female QSs, and then there is some female site engineers. So yeah, I would say there's more and more coming into the industry. Main one, some women have a tendency to, I think, act masculine in order to compensate. Don't do that. The men approach you because you're female. They approach you because you probably are a bit more willing to listen and maybe slightly less confrontational. So be that person. I'm not saying be female. I'm not saying be female as in like all soft and lovely. I'm saying don't act masculine. Do what you would normally do as a female, and don't try and overcompensate would be my main piece of advice, I think. My favourite quote's by Marilyn Monroe. It's I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it. So yeah, which is very true for me. Short-term ambition would be I would like to fulfil the new promotional role I've been given and get chartership. So I want to be chartered by the Institute of Civil Engineers. That'll be in the next 4 years. And then long-term ambition, I want to be managing director of the company. So yeah, not a small ambition, but I don't see why I shouldn't aim for it. So MD is my ultimate ambition.